Hi there. I hope you're fine and well wherever you are. And thank you so much once again for giving me the time on my previous blogs. And a lot of you have been commenting as well. And thank you so much. Even though a lot of you don't understand, that's fine. It's very hard to understand a person instantly. It takes time. Eventually, if you be with me on a few more blogs, then you would exactly know where my mechanism starts from and from what point I speak. Now, I was actually saying on my previous transmissions that these hijackers, at one point, they would sell our motherland to foreign investors. Now, a lot of you out there who saw my videos and it didn't make sense, well, those were the points that I was clearly making. Now, if you go back onto those blogs and if you check and do a reality check, the reality has come true. I did say they came into power by someone else, master power. There were just the clowns within those master plans. There were little plans, there were seeds. They were getting used from day one. And I again say, they told us when they came, especially Dr. Yunus, when he came, it was a drama from the beginning. He came in, we all saw what sort of nonsense he was talking then and what a gimmick he's turned out to be right now, and all the things I've said. Now, you could easily relate the things I've said of our motherland and the interest he has and the interest those people have who have sent him over to this land and steal. Now, he's not only stealing, he's come back, he's corrected his Grameen Bank, that's number one. All the criminal accusation was held against him by the previous government, which was a right move. He cleared all that. He's released all the thugs and mafias and gangsters, all of them out on the streets with normal people. People are, getting murdered, getting killed, so on and so forth. What not? What? There isn't words that I can put. But again, I'm coming back to my point. I did say of the things what going to take place, and a lot of you people got confused. What is this guy? Who is this guy? What is he talking of? Okay, that's fine. Who is this guy? What is he talking about? Now can you see the light? All the things I said, it came true. He's given a part of our motherland. Who is he? Does he have the right to give? I mean, what first thing you've got to know in what point he's in Bangladesh. He doesn't have that right to give our land to foreign investors. Now, we've seen of Moshkali, we've seen of St. Martin, now we are seeing the Chittagong seaport. Now, on my last blog, I said our motherland is a beauty. We are poorest people in the entire world. We don't have the means to see. We know there are so many hidden gems within our country, but to produce them, it takes a lot. We don't have this kind of a mean. Therefore, the last Prime Minister, Sheikh Hasina, I mean, I put my hands up to her because of the role that she took. She knew a day like this would come. She didn't want it to be a part of this mockery. She left. I mean, this is only me. This is what my heart is telling me. And what I'm seeing right now, it's really killing me. And for some reason, I've got so much respect. I mean, I don't care if she comes to power or if she doesn't. But what she's done, it's no human being, or I mean, being a leader, she's made the right movement. Being a president, being an MP of a poor country, she knew at some point she would be overthrown by a mightier power. Therefore, I think she just flee, you know. The student movement, this, that, blah, blah, so on and so forth. It's all a drama. But coming back to my point, okay, she knew, and she didn't want it to get her hands dirty. She left the country, crystal clear. Before she flew out from the country, she said it. She predicted before, about 3 or 4 months ago. She said, if it comes to a point where I have to give a part of my country, I would rather give up my seat than give a part of my country. That was a hit in my heart, and it came to reality. And she didn't. Make whatever you want to make out of this conversation, what I'm talking right now. I don't care. But that is the truth. My brain is delivering this whatever it is, and it's coming out through my mouthpiece to your ear and your hearing, and I'm not hiding anything. But the reality check is this: she didn't want it to give even a tiny piece of the slice to any superpower. She didn't want it to get bullied. She gave up because she knew. She even predicted before it came. She said. Now what do we see? The things that she didn't want it to do, these are the things are happening. Now, speaking of Sheikh Hasina, she's ruled this country for the last 15 years. Okay? She's ruled the country for the last 15 years. Now, she knew whatever's about to take place would be the downfall of Awami League. And she didn't want it to risk that. She moved away because she knew the power is big. But this is what we didn't see. Now we are seeing. Can you see? Again, I repeat. Moheshkhal is gone. St. Martin's gone. Chittagong seaport's gone in the name of investment and investors coming from foreign lands. Now, the so-called media back in Bangladesh, they are owned by the present hijackers. They only speak of what they are told to speak, what they are told to talk. And this is what they're talking. Now, for the good people of Bangladesh, I put my hands up that you have noticed. You have noticed this. You've asked the right question at the right time in the right place. But did you get an answer? No. You've asked, we all asked, I am asking, everyone asked, in return, what's there for Bangladesh? There's no clear answer. You go on talking business. Look, majority of the people back in Bangladesh are poor. They don't know of your American way of life and business. I mean, you're a dirty business person. You are. Look what you've done in Bangladesh with Grameen Bank. Then you flee to America. You wasn't even. You couldn't even. You didn't. You didn't even have the right. While the last power was active in Bangladesh, you couldn't even come into Bangladesh because of the mockery you made out of you and your entire Grameen Bank. You flee to America, okay? Anyway, I'm not going to go making a history out of this. My main point is, do you see? Now do you see all the things I've said, one by one, piece by piece, slice by slice? It's up for grab. He is selling our motherland to other countries, and he's not even giving us a clear example or telling us what's there for Bangladesh. Because he's making money. He's a dirty, filthy old man. He's a filthy businessman. Okay? And before I say that, he's getting used in such a big way. There will be a day, and the day is near, you wouldn't find a way out. I tell you this now. And the mockery you're making out of these people, you think these people, they're not with it. They're more than 100% with it. They all know what you're doing now. Nobody wants you. Wakaruzaman, another, I really, I see myself. I have so much respect for the Bangladesh army. I read so much of the Bangladesh army, the braveness, the boldness, the whole army scenario. But you, Wakaruzaman, you've just made a shame out of those brave mans. They were our heroes, and they will be our heroes, because at this moment you are you've turned them into a cat. But don't forget your rule, and one day you as well, along with Dr. Yunus, have to face the people of Bangladesh in the House of Law, and that day would be the day that you open your eyes. You ain't a Bengali. I know exactly who you are. Dr. Yunus, you ain't a Bengali. I know exactly who you are. Look what you're doing. You're selling our country. You still haven't answered any of the question the normal people are asking. You need to answer those questions before you sell or give away anything else in the name of business. This is not business. Now, coming back to you, my people, a lot of you people say as I said earlier on, who is this guy? What is he talking of? It's not making sense. Well, if it doesn't make sense, I think it's time you go back into my blogs and check all the things I've said. How did I know this? Well, you go along with your instincts. If you're right, if your heart is right, your heart will supply the right things. And those right things will come out through your mouth. And this is what you heard. And I proved it. I proved it. I did say Dr. Yunus is going to sell this country bit by bit, piece by piece. And that's what he's doing in the name of business. He's giving a part to the Swiss business platform. He's going to give out more. He's going to give out more. What will it take for you people to realize? Forget those BNP idiots. Forget those Islamic scholars. If you're not a right mind of Islamic scholars, then you are the same. You are no different. You are selling our country. Every one of you will pay for these. And those people who are running around, can't you see you've been put on a rat race? There will be no election. There will be no election, and there will be no election. Mark my word. Okay? You BNP, you're another killer. All of you are killer because you're not thinking right. And believe me when I say, and I've said it on my previous blogs, Army League will come again, because none of you lot are acting up on a bottle of red wine. That's how I feel like. All of you. Somebody need to come with a clear conscience and grab the power and kick the bullies out. Stop selling and stop giving our motherland away. Thank you so much for being with me. This whole blog was a reflection of my other blogs that I've given out. I predict, I did say that this man is a lethal man. He's a dangerous man. He's a BIIIIITCH. I hope you understood what I meant. That's what he is, and that's what he's doing. Wherever you are, I hope Almighty Allah safeguards you alongside me. Thank you so much for listening and giving your time. If this blog didn't make any sense, go and watch my previous ones. That probably might make sense. And just one other thing I'd like to say. I'm not a YouTuber, I'm not a blogger. Everything you say is whatever is instantly coming into my head. It's coming right through my mouth to your earpiece. So I don't edit, I don't awesome, I don't use graphics, I don't cut, split, I don't do any of that. So as you can imagine, or if you can sense, that I'm not reading a script. I am just saying what's coming rightfully right through my mouth. And all this is coming to reality. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye. Bless.